Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I have a new episode of Those 80s Dolls, and the dolls that I'm going to be talking about today are My Beautiful Doll from Hasbro. And these were manufactured in 1989. There were 8 dolls in total, and the dolls' names were Brenda, Lindy, Rosemary, Rachel, Marissa, Mary Beth, and the 2 dolls I have over here, which are Tyler and Valerie. So what's special about these dolls is they're 17.5-inch vinyl dolls. They have rooted hair, and they came with beautiful dresses and accessories. So you can see my 2 here. I was able to get them on eBay for $12.50 each from the same seller. So I got combined shipping too, and they came in the boxes. So I have the boxes here to show you guys. Now, on the back of the boxes, there is a story about each doll, which I'll share a picture of at the end in case you want to read it. This is Tyler's box. And then I've got Valerie's box here. So this is her story. And notice this, I don't know what these dolls originally retailed for, but you can see the Walmart price sticker. This doll was $12.94 at some point at Walmart. So I don't know if that's a sale sticker or if that was the regular price, but I got her for even less than that at $12.50. Now, there were a few inserts that came with the boxes. So one of the things I love about opening old dolls, or what I love about buying older dolls in the boxes, is that you get all the cool inserts that came with the dolls. So there were 2 inserts that came with these dolls. One of them is a questionnaire about dolls in general and what sort of dolls you like to play with for the parents to fill out. And one of them is this insert about how to release the hair. And so when I first opened the dolls, it was kind of interesting to me. So I'm going to show you guys how the hair is released, because I left Valerie's hair in these contraptions, for lack of a better word. And what it is there are these plastic strips that are sewn down the hair. And I think they did this as a way to keep the hair looking nice and big in the box, because one of the things about these dolls is, you know, you want to play with their hair, and, you know, big hair was the thing. So the instructions, as you saw, show you that you have to pull these apart. So I left this one in so I can show you guys how to do this. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull apart, and it comes apart really easily. You just pull this apart, and the hair is released. That's simple. So there's one side out, and then I'm going to pull the other side out the same way. And I just thought this was fascinating, so I wanted to show it, because I have never seen a doll at all, or not that I recall, that hair was put in the box this way. So there you go. And oh, this one got a little stuck. It didn't actually. There it goes. So, and they're like a thick kind of plastic. Another weird thing about these dolls that I noticed is if you look at the front of the head here, they have, and I've seen pictures of other ones online like this, they have one piece of hair that's going across the forehead really tightly. And the only thing I can think is that's to keep the bangs in place in the box, because the shelf marketing value, just to see the doll on the shelf, I think that's a big deal. So what I did with my Tyler doll is I actually clipped hers, and I'm going to clip Valerie's at the conclusion of this video. I clipped the strip that was across her forehead, and so it just falls nicely to the side, and I think it looks much better clipped in half like that. So now that I've told you a little bit about them, let's go ahead and watch the commercial for these dolls, because I love watching vintage commercials.
Beautiful doll, such a beautiful girl. I love her long, long curly curls. My beautiful doll, such a beautiful girl. You just can't help but stare at her beautiful hair. My beautiful doll, yes it's true. And each one comes with a heart knocking too. She's my beautiful doll.
My beautiful
beautiful doll, each sold separately with her very own heart locket from Hasbro.
Okay, so how did you like that big hair? It was extra big, right? But that's kind of the fun thing. That's how you clearly know these are 80s dolls. And you see how big her hair is, Valerie's hair especially, and a couple of the other dolls had really big hair as well. Tyler's hair is a little more, it's not as voluminous, so there were a couple dolls, and there was one doll with crimped hair. You know how crimped hair was really popular in the 80s. So here's the way the back of the heads look, as you can see. And one thing that has always stuck with me that my friend Diana told me is that her grandmother told her when she was a little girl, when you look at a doll, look at their faces and look at how somebody had to sculpt this face. And when you look at my beautiful doll, you can see that the sculpting of the face is very beautiful. The doll lives up to the name. Somebody did a great job sculpting the face for these dolls. Now, as far as I can tell, they all have the exact same mold. So they all have the exact same mold. They just poured them in different vinyl and they painted them differently. So for example, Valerie has freckles where some of the other dolls do not. And obviously they're different vinyl colors. So I think they just reuse the same mold to do all these things. When I first got interested in these dolls, so I actually did not have these dolls when I was a little girl. There is a lady on Instagram, her name is Steph Designs Toys. Her name is Stephanie, and she was a toy designer for the last 20 years or so, or 30 years, and she worked on this project. And as part of this project, what she designed were all the plastic pieces. So she designed the picks, and I'm going to show you the picks, because the pick of this doll is really intricately designed. It's very rare to see a doll comb or hairbrush with this intricate of a design. The little girl is carved out perfectly, and even on the back side, you can see all the little individual curls in her hair. So I think that's amazing. I think those are really, really pretty. Now, I've gotten two blue ones, but you can see the shades of blue of my two are a little bit different. The one that came with Tyler is a little brighter, and it matches her tiara perfectly. So she's got this, she came with this and her tiara, which you can see on her head. She also comes with, this is her pretty ballerina dress, and they all came with a locket. And so on the front side of the locket is just the heart, and on the flip side is a picture of the doll. So each of them comes with this locket. Now the chain, quote unquote, is really an elastic cord that's very silvery. But one thing I noticed about the elastic cords on both dolls is that they are in really good condition for their age. They're not deteriorated, they're not, you know how some things get that kind of sticky feel? They don't have that to them. I was able to take the lockets and slip them on both dolls with ease. So I thought that was a cool thing. And in all of their stories, there's a story behind why they get their locket as a gift. And I know when I was a little girl, I wanted a locket so badly. And so it's just kind of a cute thing for little girls to put, you know, pictures in or what have you. And so I think that spoke to a lot of young kids at that time. Now, in addition to the 8 dolls, in this collection there were 4 fashions. And so I want to show you guys those. The first fashion is called Simply Sunny, and it's a yellow fashion. The second fashion is called Softly Blue, and as you can imagine, it's a blue fashion. The third fashion is called Pretty in Pinstripes, and it's a pink pinstripe dress, as you can imagine. And then the last fashion is called Fancy in Flowers, and you guessed it, it's got flowers on it. So on the front of the packaging for the extra outfits, you can see, or you might not be able to see from the pictures, but it does say for 17.5-inch dolls. Now, in my mind, they probably did this because they were hoping for a lot of crossover with the Tony Kimberly doll. And if you're familiar with that doll, she's very similar aesthetically to these dolls. She's kind of the same size. She's got the same sort of, you know, cute face, sculpt, and the same shaped body. So I think that was the hope for that because that doll had been extremely popular. at that time, and she's still popular today with collectors. I love her. I think she's a great doll. But what do you guys think about the My Beautiful dolls? Had you heard of them before? Did you have them when you were a kid? Is it something that you think has a lot of collectible value as an adult? For me, it does have a lot of collectible value. First of all, because vinyl dolls are my love. I really love vinyl dolls, and I love dress-up vinyl dolls that are older. I don't like younger. I mean, I do, but I like older dolls a little bit better. And these dolls are more like an 8 or 9-year-old girl, and so they had these cute fashions, and you can dress them up, and they're not babies, and that's what I really like about them. I think they have a great collectability quality. So if you're looking for an inexpensive doll to add to your collection that's beautiful and that's versatile, these are great. Because not only, do they come in cute fashions, cute 80s fashions, which I love. I mean, I probably won't change them, but they can share with a lot of other stuff. BFC ink, if you have any of those. And they can even wear MSD clothes, not the slim MSD, but the regular size MSD clothes. They're able to wear those because they're pretty much the same size. So let me know what you guys think about them below in the comments. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.